Welcome to the Explainer. Today, we're diving into the beautiful and, let's be honest, sometimes really stressful world of a huge milestone in Korean culture, the first birthday celebration, also known as a doljanchi.
If you're planning one right now, I bet this slide hits home. It can feel like a lot. You're trying to honor this amazing tradition, but you're also juggling a budget, a guest list, and, oh yeah, a one-year-old who runs on their own schedule.
But don't worry, that's why we're here. We're going to cut through the noise. In the next few minutes, you'll know exactly what you need to focus on, what you can let go of, and how to make this celebration feel truly yours. All right, so let's get right into it. The challenge of planning a modern doljanchi? It basically feels like you're a circus performer trying to keep 3 plates spinning in the air all at once. You've got the first plate, which is tradition. You want to get those cultural details right. Then there's the second plate, logistics, the venue, the food, the schedule. And that third plate, well, that's family expectations. Because let's be real, someone's going to notice if things feel a little off. The goal is to keep all 3 of those plates from crashing down. So why all the pressure? Why is this one birthday such a big deal? To really get it, we have to look back, because a doljanchi is so much more than just a party. You see, a long time ago, a child making it to their first birthday was a massive achievement. Infant mortality was tragically high, so this wasn't just celebrating a birth date. It was a huge, heartfelt celebration of survival. It meant the child had crossed a really dangerous threshold. And that deep emotional meaning is still at the heart of the celebration today. The core message hasn't changed one bit. It's this powerful, grateful moment for everyone to look at this child and just say, we made it. We got here. Together. Okay, so let's break down the ceremony itself. When you boil it all down, it really comes to 2 key parts. The dolsang, which is that amazing table setup, and the doljabi, the baby's big moment. First, the dolsang. This is so much more than just a pretty table with food. It's a carefully arranged display, piled high with things like rice cakes and fruits. And while every single item has its own deep meaning, the big picture, the visual message is simple and so powerful. We wish you a life full of abundance. And then comes the main event, the doljabi. This is where the baby is put in front of a few different objects, and whichever one they grab is supposed to be a playful clue about their future. Now, the key thing to remember here is that this is a shared story. It's fun, it's about potential, it is absolutely not some high-stakes exam of the baby's destiny. Okay, so we've covered the what and the why. Now, let's get to the how. Here's your simple, practical playbook for pulling this all off without all the stress. Now check this out. This is a game-changing trick for setting up your dolsang. A lot of people end up with the cluttered look on the left, but look at the right. The secret is a simple triangle layout. Put your tallest items in the back, like a screen or flowers, and then put the baby right up front, dead center. It creates focus, it lets everything breathe, and it guarantees your baby is the star of every single photo. Now for the doljabi, these are the classics. Think of these as your core 4. They're instantly recognizable and super easy to explain to your guests. You've got thread for a long, healthy life, money for wealth, rice so they'll never go hungry, and a book or brush for a life of learning. The meanings are just timeless. Of course you can add modern items. A stethoscope, a computer mouse, a golf ball. That's part of the fun. Just follow these 3 simple rules. 1, remember it's playful, not a prophecy. The baby isn't signing a contract. 2, less is more. 1 or 2 modern items is like a clever little wink. 5 just gets confusing. And number 3, the most important, make sure everything is 100% baby safe. So what happens when the baby goes completely off script? Well, honestly, that's where the best memories come from. This story right here just says it all. The point isn't to be right. The point is to create this moment of shared joy and laughter. No matter what they grab, you can spin it into a fantastic story. One of the kindest things you can do for your guests, especially if they're from different backgrounds, is to just briefly explain what's happening. Just take 30 seconds. Thank them for coming. Say, this table represents our good wishes. Then say, now we're going to play a fun game about the baby's future. And make sure you add, it's meant to be fun, not fate. It brings everyone into the moment together. So after all this planning, after all the details, what's the one thing that actually makes a doljanchi feel, real? What's the secret to making it feel authentic? The answer might surprise you. Let me share one final story that really drives this all home. The most memorable, most real doljanchi one writer ever went to wasn't in some fancy ballroom. It was in a simple community hall.
You know the kind. Fluorescent lights, folding chairs, the works.
The dolsang was pretty simple, but just before the doljabi, the parents just paused and explained what was about to happen in one warm, simple sentence. And when that baby finally grabbed a book, the whole room just exploded with cheers and laughter. Not because they thought it was destiny, but because every single person in that room understood the love and hope packed into that one little moment.
And that's really the whole point, isn't it? The little details, the pressure to get the perfect photo, all that stuff just fades away. What lasts, what really matters, is that feeling in the room, the shared story you all create together. The memory was perfect. So, as you plan your celebration, just hold on to this one idea. The secret ingredient that makes a doljanchi feel real isn't about how much you spend or how perfect everything looks. It's clarity. It's about telling a clear, simple story of love and hope that invites everyone in. It's creating a moment that everyone understands and shares. So really, the only question is, what story do you want to tell?